We all know what it means to communicate respectfully, right? Things like listen well and don't be rude, interrupt, gossip, yell, or curse. And those things are a big part of the equation. But in today's diverse workplace, there's a lot more to it than that.
Respectful communication also means respecting other people enough that we go out of our way to make sure we understand what they said or wrote. It means that we respect others enough to care about the way we come across, and it means showing people that we value their ideas or opinions, even if they're different than ours.
Essentially, respectful communication is making a commitment to always communicate with basic decency. It's a lot to remember, but we're going to show you 5 things that will help.
Number 1, consider your audience. Be mindful of who you're speaking or writing to, and tailor your tone and message accordingly.
Some of the biggest workplace communication offenses happen when people forget to take into account generational or cultural differences. To communicate respectfully, it's important to talk with someone instead of about them.
No one likes to be talked about behind their back, so we shouldn't gossip or spread rumors. It's part of the golden rule. Treat others the way you want them to treat you. Right up there with paying attention to what we say to others is making sure that we understand what others are saying to us.
Confirming that we understand something, whether spoken or in writing, is a clear-cut way to show respect for another person, and it makes our overall communication more effective. Some people call it active listening, and it only takes a few seconds. Next, we'll look at boundaries. Respectful communication means knowing the boundaries of what's appropriate to talk about.
Boundaries are a critical part of our social interaction. But sometimes people get so wrapped up in what they're saying that they accidentally cross these boundaries. A good rule of thumb is this: when you have the floor, be mindful of what you're saying. Pay attention to how people are responding. If what you're saying is making them uncomfortable, it will show.
We shouldn't make comments that could demean, hurt, or belittle others. We should avoid inappropriate language and never share information that wasn't meant to be made public.
Don't talk about things that shouldn't be discussed in the workplace, especially in front of customers.
Communicate respectfully during disagreements.
There will always be disagreements when people are working together, so it's very important to manage those disagreements in a respectful manner. Of course, it's best not to shout or make personal attacks. But did you know it can also be disrespectful to tune someone out or walk away from them? Try to stay involved in the discussion, even though you disagree.